What you're looking for, everybody here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. What you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, what you're looking for, you can find it here on the whole TV. What you're looking for, whoa, welcome to the whole TV. y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Yes, I am. Said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Ooh. Yes, I am. Sometimes we all have trials and tribulations, ain't much fun. But remember, he died on Calvary's cross, so the victory is already won. I said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Ooh. Yes, I am. Listen, so the enemy thought he would burn you and strip you from your family and friends. But then the Holy Ghost came from heaven that day and sealed you to the very end. I said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. I said I'm free, y'all. Oh Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Jesus. Listen, the Bible said that God sent Jesus to die for our sins, and Jesus came to set us free. And listen, he whom the Son sets free is free indeed. So declare your freedom today. I want you to hold your head up, stick your chest out, put a smile on your face. If it's stress, depression, debt, money problems, divorce, instability of your mind and your emotions, you will not lose, because defeat is not an option. So if you're free, listen, act like you're free, dance like you're free, move like you're free, cause he has made you free. Jump like you're free, shout like you're free, run like you're free, now move like you're free. Dance like you're free, move like you're free. Why? Jump like you're free, shout like you're free, run like you're free. Free! Lord have mercy. Now get your hand up! Get your hands up and say loud, I'm free, I'm free. Get your hand up and say loud, I'm free, I'm free. Now get your hand up and say loud, I'm free, I'm free. Get your hand up and say loud, I'm free, I'm free. My soul is resting, it's just a blessing. I've learned the lesson, ain't bound no more, so much in store. Anybody free?
What's up, fam? What's up, fam? What's up, fam? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Live. Hope everybody's blessed. Listen, we made it to the first Friday, February of 2022, and I hope everybody's blessed and walking in the favor of God. Everybody's safe and just being blessed and prosperous today. It's a great day to be here. I'm just glad y'all are here with us, man. That's some good music, wasn't it? Man, wasn't that band amazing? Man, I didn't want them to stop playing that, man. Yeah, I want y'all to keep going and play some more band. Man, that band is smacking. Ooh, woo. I'm just so thankful for our team for doing a wonderful job and helping us to just kind of navigate these pandemic times, helping us to still have a good time and maintain and just be and thrive even in uncertain and kind of weird times, And I grew up loving music. My dad put a guitar in my hand when I was 3 and started playing piano at 5. And so I love music all my life, and there's nothing like some good music, man. Music has power. It's been said that music has charms to soothe the savage beast. And I just love good music. I just do. And all genres. I just love the musicality and the arts of it, and just the talent, man. And it's amazing. And when you think about just music and really the creativity and the gifts that really that come from our communities, and really when you think about the church, some of the best musicians in the world come out of the church. And I just think sometimes we don't appreciate our talent enough. And so I've always tried to be one that kind of appreciates our talent, and because we got some great, great talent, man. And I just want to shout out our team. I don't know if they can go back. That's right, Tom. I don't know if they can play just a little bit more of that for me. Um, yeah, that's good, Patrice. Music speaks when there are no words. Can y'all back that up a little bit, man? Just give me a little bit more. I was just getting right, man. I don't know if y'all got it. If y'all can, I don't want to throw y'all off. Yeah, but music just sets the tone. I love music and all genres. If it's classical, jazz, gospel, R&B, fusion, you know, man, listen. I just love it. I just love the just what it does. It's been said that music has charms to soothe the savage beast. So I don't know if y'all can take it back. If y'all can, great. If not, no problem. But I just want to hear some more music to get the house right and get some more people some time to log on. We're having some few challenges tonight. So Outstanding, outstanding. Come on, bravo to my band, bravo to my squad. Man, that's just wonderful. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Your dad was a musician? Yeah, somebody else, man. I just love music and it's something about it. And I want to shout out our team for doing a wonderful job. Yeah, they're phenomenal and they're all professionals and play for some of the greatest bands in the world. Man, you'd be surprised. Everybody up there from Jubu, our guitarist, has been with Frankie Beverly. He's been Frankie Beverly and May's guitarist for like 23 years. Rick has played on probably, 200 albums. Antoine has played, all of them. Daryl, Grammy Award winner. John produced for Beyonce and Tamia and Iggy. They're all of them, man. Just all of them are incredible. Bill, all of them. Doogie, Jaden. Just phenomenal. I want to thank them. Shout out to them, and I appreciate them for doing a wonderful job and just for encouraging us. And I want to welcome everybody to Friday Night Live, and we here to laugh and kind of unwind a little bit. We've been doing this since the pandemic, so it's 23 months. And I think laughter is like medicine. It's good to have balance, and so we've been going strong for those who don't want to get out in the pandemic. So this has been our way of kind of doing some different kind of ministry and just inspiring people and edifying everybody. So those who've been tuned in, Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Fire TV, however you're tuning in, blessings to you. Hope you're walking in favor and that you're healthy and that you're being well in every area of your life. I'm so excited that in the first 23 months, our platform, we've received over 200 million views. That's through all the cumulative platforms. So that's Apple TV and Roku and Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, Instagram Live, the E. Dewey Smith website, the House of Hope Atlanta website, the House of Hope West Point website, the E. Dewey Smith Facebook page, the House of Hope Atlanta Facebook page, Hope TV Now. And so we've been inspired. So if you're watching through a platform that would allow you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share, won't you please do so? And welcome my IG family there in, and thank God IG Live is here with us today as well, in addition to Facebook and YouTube and all the aforementioned platforms who've tuned in tonight for Friday Night Live. And so if you can subscribe, like, comment, or share. Every time you subscribe, you can get notifications as to when new content is uploaded. Your likes help us with our algorithms and help us with our engagements on social media. Your comments are so very, very helpful, particularly in live settings like this. And so I want to hear from you. And of course, hit that share button. Help us to get more growth. And if you know someone who likes to have some fun tonight, we have programs, about 10, 12 programs every day on our network called Hope TV. We started 23 months ago. You can work out with us every morning, mental health. We have a show for men, for women, for our youth, for our singles, social justice, political action, coronavirus conversations. So all day, every day, you can tune into the Hope TV, htvnow.com, and just watch wonderful content, wonderful programming. We want to bring our ministry to you. And of course, Friday Night Live is our opportunity to have some fun. And so this is the fun program. Some of you who know me know that I'm a jackleg comedian. And so this allows me to kind of present some comedy to you guys. And so I'm just thankful to everybody who's tuned in, literally from all over the world. So welcome again. Drop us a line and let us know the city, the state, and the country from which you're viewing. Blessings to you, Chandra, and everybody on IG Live, those who are coming in. So go ahead and send the message out if you don't mind. Let everybody know that Hope TV is on the airways. And again, let me thank our team for giving us some great music. And to all you music lovers like me, I hope you're inspired. You were inspired about that. Blessings to you from Longview, Texas. That's on Facebook. Blessings to you. Good evening to you, Sandra Connor on IG, Palm Beach County. Blessings to you, David. Street Food Panama Join. Blessings to you. Hello to you, Marie Jackson from San Francisco, California. Sylvia from Waco, North Carolina. I got Macon, Georgia, my hometown. JP, what's going on, brother? Root to the good bros. Omega Psi Phi fraternity. We got Barstow, California. Robert Graham, blessing to you, Robert, from California. So I'm thankful. Mobile, Alabama on Facebook. Lori Wallace, blessings to you, Lori. Glad to have you with us. Maurice Cooper and Alicia Wright on IG Live. Blessings to everybody. And peace and love to everybody who's tuned in today. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We got Megan, Georgia. Lakeisha, Denmark is on IG Live. So great. I got Cora from California, Kimberly from California, Celeste from Virginia. We got Trinidad, Tobago on. Got Tampa. My goodness, Cleveland, Ohio is on IG. Man, we got everybody. Lithonia, Georgia. Hartford, Connecticut. Tucson, Alabama. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. I got Atlanta up in here. Dolores Pearson, South Haven, Mississippi. Joyce Wilson, Pastor Orr, Brown Baptist. Yeah, Macon, Georgia. Martha Blue. Is that my cousin, Martha Blue? Steve Gammon from Columbus, Ohio. Blessings to you on Facebook. Is that Martha Blue? Is that Chris Blue? Is that my cousin, Martha Blue? How are you, Sabrina from Kannapolis, North Carolina? Blessings to everybody. Got Miami, Florida on IG. Dover, New Jersey on Facebook. Mary Washington. Got Pontiac, Michigan on IG. Blessings to you. Got Western Chapel, Miss Dawkins, yeah, Colonial Beach, man, blessings. Pontiac, Michigan on IG. Blessings to everybody. So we're gonna get started tonight, and we're gonna have. And before I get started, let me thank everybody who sent us some funny videos. Man, we have some videos tonight that are really. Listen, I'm not liable. Hello, Kelly from Colorado. Listen, I'm not liable for the videos tonight. But I'm told, my team told me we got some incredible videos. So we're going to see what they sent in. I know what one of them is. So we're going to check them out. We're going to have a great time tonight. Before we get started with our funny videos, let me just give a couple words of social commentary. The month of February is the month of Black History Month. And I want to just say a word about that. Many of us, and I'm glad our platform and our network reaches people from all ethnic persuasions and all races, and everybody's welcome. I'm grateful that everybody's here with us from different walks of life. So blessings, everybody. But let me say a word about it. Of course, Black History Month started as Black History Week with Carter G. Woodson, because in many instances, the stories and contributions of African Americans living in America had not really been told in history books. And some of you who, like me, grew up, and I'm thankful for my formative years in education and my developmental years growing up. A lot of times we didn't hear about ourselves in world history, history books, American history. Very little about you. We learned a lot about Roman civilization and Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, and they taught us a lot about Europe and the British and American history, but we didn't learn a lot about what happened prior to, right? And so a lot of contributions, a lot of times I don't really remember in school where a whole lot of time in history books was devoted to the contributions of African Americans. And so that's why I think it started. So you can imagine how this was back in Carter G. Woodson's day. And so February is the month that's been set aside to really honor the contributions. Today is Rosa Parks' birthday. I didn't know that. Thank you, Brian. And so we should be grateful. I look forward to the day when we won't have to have segregation and compartmentalization of history, that Black history wouldn't be just viewed as Black History Month, that it would be integrated in such a way where it's American history, world history. And because you really can't look at the history of the world without looking at the history of Africans, not just in America, but Africans throughout the diaspora. When you think about the start of civilization, many of us didn't really learn about, how Africa impacted the world. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful time to be able to learn and glean about our history. And so I'm just thankful that more people, you see it on television, I've been watching ESPN today, are really taking time to highlight HBCUs and highlight the wonderful contributions that Africans have made living here in America. So I think it's a great point. A really great point. And a couple of things happened this week I want to just mention to you. Um, and it's by way of social commentary. One of which, some of you know, I'm an avid sports fan. Grew up playing sports, all sports, and from football to basketball to track to baseball, all of them. And I'm an avid sports lover. Pray for me. I just love sports, and it's becoming kind of difficult sometimes to watch sports because of the political aspects. Some much has been politicized, and we have a long ways to go in some areas in our country. But I've been watching this past week. A lot's been going on with the NFL. For those who have not been paying attention, and the NFL has been trying to get more representation of various races, particularly African Americans in leadership. And presently, out of 32 NFL teams, the NFL is comprised of over 70% African American players. But out of 32 teams, only one coach right now is African American, and that happens to be Mike Tomlin. Shout out to Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin has coached the Pittsburgh Steelers for 15 years, and he's the only current African American coach in the NFL. And Mike Tomlin has coached the Steelers for 15 years and has never had a losing record in 15 years as the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think, and the Rooney family has done an amazing job. And Mike Tomlin's an amazing coach. But he's the only current African American coach right now in the NFL. Now, 70% of the players are African American. But when you talk about general managers, ownership, and coaches, and so it's been a big deal for a long time, in so much that it came up with a rule called the Rooney Rule almost 20 years ago that would guarantee that if a vacancy ever took place, that the team would have to interview at least an African American coach. And what's been said is that now they really don't take that rule seriously. That they're just trying to find a way to get around the rule. But long story short, Brian Flores was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, and the Miami Dolphins really, they were in the doldrums. Miami Dolphins, and shout out to all the Dolphins fans, but the Miami Dolphins, they really were the laughing stock of the NFL for the past several years. I mean, the Dolphins, it's been a long time since the Dolphins have been relevant. And they hired a coach whose name was Brian Flores. He's been in the NFL coaching ranks for 20 plus years. He coached with the New England Patriots. So he's won several Super Bowl rings as an assistant coach, and he was hired to be the coach of the Miami Dolphins. And the first year that he coached the Dolphins, they didn't do well, rebuilding the team, but for the past 2 years, he's had a winning record for 2 consecutive years, and the Dolphins have not had 2 consecutive winning seasons in a long, long time. And they started this past season like with a 1-7 record, I believe it was. 1 game won to 7 games lost, and he ended up closing the season out 8-1, 8 victories to 1 loss, and almost made the playoffs. And he was fired. And people were trying to figure out, how does an African American coach get fired from the Dolphins when he's had 2 straight winning seasons for the Miami Dolphins? And he was fired. And long story short, over the past few days, he has filed suit against the NFL. He's filed suit, and he has some evidence going back several years. One, he's alleging that the owner of the Miami Dolphins was offered to pay him money to ensure that the team would lose so that the team would be in a better draft position. How the NFL works is if your team has a losing record, you have a chance to draft first in the collegiate draft, which means by drafting first, you get your choice of the better players. So the better players go first in the draft. So the losing teams get a chance to draft the best players in the draft. And he's alleging that the owner, Stephen Ross of the Miami Dolphins, offered him $100,000 per a game to lose. And not only that, he's also alleging that the owner tried to get him to violate NFL laws by talking to a quarterback who was a member of another team in a private conversation. He didn't want to do it. And he only found out about, and he's also alleging that the Denver Broncos had him come on an interview some years ago, but they got there an hour plus late, and the CEO, the president, was drunk during the interview. So it was almost as if they just going through the formalities of it. And then he found out that he had an interview with the New York Giants, who were looking for a head coach this year, and got a text from his former head coach, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick texted him because there were two former assistants that Bill Belichick had. Both names were Brian. One was Brian DePaul, who was an assistant coach of the Buffalo Bills, Brian Flores, who was the former head coach of the Dolphins. And so Bill Belichick texted Brian, telling him congratulations. Thought he was talking to the white guy, Brian. Well, the problem with that is, he said, I heard you had the job. The problem with that is the black guy was supposed to be interviewing for the job in 4 or 5 days. But Bill Belichick was telling him, you've already got the job, not knowing he was talking to Brian Flores. It's a mess. And so a lot is going on. People have asked me my opinion. It's been discussed all over. And it's a real. So this guy has sued the NFL, and he's bringing some charges. And now he has some other coaches. Hugh Jackson, who used to coach in the league for the Cleveland Browns. Hugh Jackson is also saying that they tried to do him the same way, that the team wanted him to lose. And as an African-American coach, when you have a losing record, in order for your team to draft the best players, but then you get fired for having a losing record. And so it's a real big conversation. And now they're talking about hiring a guy, Josh McCown, who's a high school coach, to interview for an NFL coaching position, who with no NFL coaching experience. But you got Deion Sanders, who is a legend in NFL, who just coached at Jackson State. But you rather hire somebody who's never coached in NFL, who's never coached in college, and to interview them. But you got Deion Sanders, who just won the SWAC his first year in college. And so it's a lot of conversation going on, man. And so we're in the middle of some serious mess, and it hurts me because I love the game of football. And they're saying that this guy, he's going to be blackballed, and I hate that word because it's always negative. You know, when it's something black, it's always negative. But he's really risked his whole career because it's highly unlikely he'll never get another coaching job in the NFL, similar to what they did Colin Kaepernick out in San Francisco, California, with the San Francisco 49ers. So it's a real big thing. And I think, and how interesting is it that all this is going on during Black History Month? And I just think we still have a long way to go in terms of equity. Another young man who I remember when he played college, Byron Leftwich. He was the assistant coach at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won a Super Bowl with them last year. He was scheduled to interview with the Jacksonville Jaguars this year for their head coaching vacancy. He declined because he wanted more control, and they hired a guy, Doug Peterson, who used to coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. And people are saying, well, he should have given Byron Leftwich a chance. I get it. But Doug Peterson is an established coach who's won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles a few years ago. So for me, I don't think that's a case of racism. That's not a case of racism because they hired a good coach. At least they had a Super Bowl winning coach, and at least Byron Leftwich declined the position, didn't want to go further because he wanted the general manager gone and wanted more power over personnel. So he declined it. So it's one thing if you had a coach like Doug Peterson, a white guy who's won a Super Bowl, and you've never been a head coach. That makes sense. Everything is not, in that case, I wouldn't call that racism because Doug is a great guy. I met him a couple of times. He's a great coach. But there's a lot that's going on, man. And I just hope they can get this fixed. Because sometimes with ownership, it's like a country club. And when you're excluded, they don't see it from the perspective. because I really love football, but I hope they can get this fixed because the lack of representation and the lack of diversity is not a good thing. And I'm hoping that somehow, maybe even in sports, these things can come together because sports have a way of bringing people together. Sports have a way of bringing races together. When 911 happened, baseball and football brought people together. And I'm hoping that something can happen, man. I wonder what happened if Flores wouldn't say anything. I don't know. I just hope they can get it fixed. I love the game of football, but it's hard to watch it when you think some of the coaches don't care anything about people, and when they treat them like their property and don't respect it. And now what's happening, a lot of 70% of the players, African American, they are mangling their bodies with CTE and long injuries, and of course they get paid, but the owners are making billions of dollars, and they don't want to make sure these guys are paid correctly. And I just think in these particular situations, here's another one, Eric BM, that's another great. That's a good Josh Smith Daniels, who's a coach. He was a head coach. He was an assistant with the Patriots. He didn't do well at all. Eric BM, who is one of the who's offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's won a World Super Bowl, but not given seemingly a legitimate chance to become a head coach. So there are a lot of things that are going on that seem to be systematically wrong. And I'm hoping that we can get together, because I think if we can get sports together, man, and it just, people say, well, let's boycott NFL. I hear that a lot, and people ask me my opinion about that. Pastor, we should just boycott and not watch it. And I know part of that is selfish because I love the game of football. And I'm going to be honest, it would be hard for me to not watch football. The other piece of that puzzle is, if I don't look at all the men who get paid by us watching football. So 70% of the NFL players are African Americans. So when you boycott the product, you also potentially can hurt them as well. But boycott may be the only thing. Maybe they should boycott. I don't know, but it's a tough situation for football lovers. And what they're saying, Brian Flores, is that these games were rigged because the coach wanted him to lose and would pay him to lose. If they don't go on vacation because he wanted the team to lose, which meant that's rigging the game, which is criminal. So it's an amazing, man. And so that's a good question. Do I think the players should protest, start with Super Bowl? People have asked me that question, but this is where a lot of these guys feed their families. And all of them are not millionaires. You got guys who are drafted in the 4th, 5th round, who may make a couple $100,000 a year by the time they pay their agent, pay their taxes. So I don't know. That's the decision they would have to make. You would think that that's a decision they would have to make, but for us to boycott it, a lot of people have said they should boycott it, and I think that's a decision that the players would have to make. It's just tough because I love the game, but I'm hoping that something can. Maybe Brian Flores doing this because, and people say, well, ownership should be able to hire who they want to hire, but at the same time, diversity needs to be. You can't make your monies off the mangling of people and not give people an opportunity. Equity needs to be the case, and it happens a lot with women and with men. So somebody said they believe the Kansas City games were rigged. It makes you wonder, man. The NBA, those players took control, and the NBA, they're making a statement. So it's amazing. So I think we can commit this to prayer, y'all, because I think it may be some opportunity for us to come together, and I'm hoping that something. I really love football, and I love the sport. And I hope that maybe even through this, some good can come about equality and about teaching us to love and respect each other. Because when you're on the football field, that's an appreciation you have. You don't care what color your teammate is. When you come together. And I'm just hoping that something good can come out of this during this Black History Month. One other thing I saw on that same subject that was kind of also hurtful to me, there's a lot of talk now about critical race theory and the last couple of years, and people wanting to ban any conversations about, equity and about slavery, and you got states right now from Virginia to Alabama, all the nation, they don't want to have conversations about racism, and it's making people feel uncomfortable. And I saw something the other day that blew my mind, that in the state of Alabama, that some people filed a lawsuit against the parents are threatening a lawsuit in Alabama because they think that Black History Month makes people uncomfortable. And Black History Month is teaching racism, which is amazing. And so they have books about Dr. King that they want banned. They don't want any conversation about slavery. And it just blew my mind when I saw this other day. Because they feel like it's almost like they don't want to have any, some people don't have any conversation about slavery, about the civil rights movement, about Dr. King. Another state, they're trying to ban a book about Michelle Obama. So it's almost as if some people are trying to take us back to the moment when there are no conversations. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I want to laugh about this because I want to laugh tonight. But it's interesting that during Black History Month, that there is a rising contingent of people who don't want kids, so they don't want to have any discussion. Now, not just on Black History Month, Dr. King, civil rights movement, slavery. I want you to keep your eyes on this because I think what happened when they saw the George Floyd thing with a lot of people, they feel that to talk about it, it makes them uncomfortable. Even in the state of Florida now, Governor DeSantis has said, if your teachers or students, you're in school and you feel uncomfortable about conversation about racism or Black history, then let me know. We can stop it. I just think avoiding the conversations. I think some people have overplayed the racism card at times, but because a few people have overplayed the racism card, does not mean racism is not real. And avoiding this conversation and not being able to talk about it and lovingly come, that is. So that's saying Black History Month. So it's crazy, man, because many people are trying to erase history. And here's the thing about it. And when you talk about slavery is not Black history, because Black history did start with slavery. That's another thing too. I want to make sure that we're clear on this. Please, for the love of God, don't think that African American history starts with slavery. Please don't start with slavery. We have a beautiful history going back to the Zulu, the Sutu, the Swazi, Mesopotamian civilization, Egyptian civilization. Man, listen, man. Listen, we got to go way back, man. And so I just think we have to find a way to have an appreciation for history because there's so much education needs to be done. Whoopi Goldberg was suspended from The View. She made a statement that the Holocaust was not about race. So we got a lot of conversation about race that has to go up and has to go on in this country. To not blame, but to understand it. Because if you don't understand it and understand each other, we'll be failed to repeat it. We'll be doomed to repeat it. And I just think when we can talk honestly about it, to understand each other's perspective, because there are some people who I have friends who are white, they'll say, man, I didn't have anything to do with slavery. And so the people feel like they made guilty and held accountable for things. And then, so it's just, I think we got to find a way to have conversations that are intelligent and honest and from a place of love and understanding. But just omitting the history and disregarding it to act like it didn't exist is not going to help us get where we need to be. Slavery is American history. Yeah, it's not Black history. And Black history did not start with slavery. You go back to the mystery systems in Egypt and the pyramids and astrology and astronomy before Roman civilization. Man, that's a great history that far precedes slavery. So we got a long way to go to really find an appreciation to develop what Dr. King called a more beloved community. So that's just a conversation I want to talk about with Black History, Coach Flores, and also with people trying to ban Black History Month and ban books on Dr. King. My goodness. I don't know, man. It's something we got to work through to talk about it, and where we don't become repeaters of the past, and where it doesn't keep us fragmented even further. We've got to be able to talk about it so we can understand each other and begin to have that love for each other. That's what Dr. King want us to have a mobile love community, and avoiding the conversations is not going to create it. Let me move from that right quick. That's right. Let me move from that. That's something else I saw today, this past week. This is the last thing. Then we're going to laugh. But I want to thank y'all for your comment. Y'all make some great comments tonight. I see y'all. I stand with blind floors. Y'all make some great comments. But let's pray for those educators in Alabama. But it's going to happen everywhere. Watch it. They're going to try to ban Black history, civil rights conversations, talk about slavery. They call it critical race theory. But slavery is not a Black history. Slavery did not start with Black history. Black history does not start with slavery. And slavery is not Black history. Slavery is American history. And so we really have to talk about it and understand that. But that's something else that's happening now, right quick. And that's something else. What's going on? What's going on? Darius? What's going on? Carlos, hey man, we're gonna talk. Love you, my friend. That's right, Bishop. We gotta learn where we came from. But I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this. I'm gonna move on. This last thing I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna laugh our heads out. We're gonna laugh tonight. We're gonna laugh our heads off tonight. But one thing I'm gonna talk about before we laugh: 5 funny videos we're gonna play, and we're gonna be out of here. But that's a lot of talk about this thing called the meta universe, metaverse. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with it, but you got guys like Jeff Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. There's a lot about this metaverse. And what they're doing, they're creating virtual realities where you can buy digital real estate, metaverse. And now metaverse is even hitting the church, where you can put on these goggles and create your avatar. I don't know if y'all seen people like that. It's a metaverse. It's virtual reality, and it's even affecting the church now. Metaverse, where you can set up your own little advent and like it's like a video game. You put your glasses on, and you go into church virtually. They have these things that they're selling like images, NFTs, and cryptocurrency. But it's real deep. It's called metaverse. It's a digital reality world. You create your own avatar like a video game. You put these things on metaverse. And it is where they're saying by the year 2030 that 20% of church goers will be going to church in virtual reality. Now, here's why it's so weird. I preached a sermon last year, and I put those goggles on and look into the reality world. But it's a whole other level now, where you actually can go create your avatar, a person that looks like you. You sit down, you hear the preaching, you can give. So they have virtual reality churches. You got virtual reality singers. You put your glasses on, your headphones, and you have church virtually. And it's deep and it's frightening. So they're saying you won't have to go to church. You won't have to go to church because you can put your glasses and your earphones on and put your TV on your computer on, and you go to church virtually. So it's fascinating when you think about not being in church with people, no fellowship, that I put my glasses on with my avatar, I sit in there and I join a virtual reality. That's what it is. It's the Matrix. That's what it sounds like. It's the Matrix. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing I ever, and I said, now, people are not going to go to church, no virtual reality. Nobody going to do that. And they said, people are already doing it. They have virtual reality churches. And you got some people already doing it. They got artists now. They create their own little avatars and singers. And you got virtual reality gospel artists now. You got virtual reality preachers. There's no physical space. You create it. You can buy real estate in the virtual reality world. So man, it's called metaverse. So this is an interesting dynamic. And here's what got me. Here's what really I've been looking at this thing all week long. I'm really blown away by it. And one lady joined metaverse, right? She joined metaverse, created her own avatar, and she went somewhere. Listen, get to where Bishop Washington, you're talking right. I'm with you. This is the weirdest thing. I don't know. It's like this is where it's going. It's really the Matrix. But let me tell you what's so fascinating. Yeah, right. It's just all fellowship is virtual. Just like the kids play the 2K basketball games, create the pitch. Like they've been doing it for years with basketball, video games, football game, Madden. They can create pictures of themselves. My boys, they can create their player with their numbers, with their hairstyle, everything. It looks like them. Now that's going to church now. It's a weird thing. It's the weirdest thing, man. And but here's what got me. A lady joined Metaverse and the other day, and she went into Metaverse for the first time. And when I saw this, I'm like, Lord, I had to stop and pray. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry because she joined the Metaverse world. And she said the first day she joined it and went into Metaverse, listen carefully to me now, that her first day she created her avatar, put her glasses on, and went to Metaverse, that she was raped by 4 men in the Metaverse world. It came out the other day. That's it. I could not believe she said she got that 4 men attacked her and raped her virtually, and she hadn't been able to sleep. I don't. That she was attacked, and now she can't be able to sleep. She was traumatized because her avatar got raped in the metaverse world, and she just been. So it just got me just thinking, like, what in the world is going on? And I'm not, I'm getting older, and I try to understand, and I try to get an understanding of things before I just go off. I don't want to be the old preacher, that years ago when Facebook came out. Half my Pentecostal colleagues, oh, Facebook, you're going to hell. You're watching Facebook. Not everybody's on Facebook, so I don't want to be that guy. But this woman said she was raped in the metaverse world. And I got a couple buddies who've been telling me, you got to buy this cryptocurrency. You got to buy that cryptocurrency. Don't buy dollars and NFTs. And you got to get you a metaverse church. Yeah, I don't know. But for me, this is E. Dewey Smith talking now. I know God is big and we can worship God every way we want. But I don't want to be putting, I think streaming is good. If you need convenience, the church that can stream, you can watch it online. Churches have streaming like we're doing tonight. You can watch it. Churches, you can't be there. That's good. That's enough for me. But I don't know about Metaverse Church. What y'all think about that? Yeah, what do y'all think about Metaverse Church? And this woman put these glasses on, joined the Metaverse, and her first day in Metaverse, she said she got raped by 4 men virtually. And now she's sick. And I'm like, well, and she's traumatized and needing counseling. So my first thing is, if you saw them attacking you, why you just didn't take the glasses off? Why you just didn't take the earphones off? Why you just gonna stay in there and let somebody rape your and I don't want to minimize. I don't want y'all to think I'm being ugly because I'm not. Like, I'm trying to understand this. Maybe y'all can help me. It's like, why would you watch them in a virtual space? It's like a video game. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, but I don't know about no metaverse church. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this thing out. But those of y'all who doing this metaverse stuff, because who you gonna call? The metaverse police? I mean, who do you call when your metaverse person gets raped or gets beat up? Are they gonna have metaverse crime? The MBI, the Metaverse Bureau of Investigators. I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, is it the MIA, the Metaverse Intelligence Agency? I'm just trying to figure. Are they gonna have an Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines for Metaverse? I'm just trying to figure out. Y'all tell me, am I just being old school? Y'all help me because I'm trying to understand. I really do. I try to be understanding. And those of you who know me, I'm not the guy who believes in judging people and just beating folk up. I'm the guy who's always trying to give people grace. Here because I know I need grace. I'm not the Bible thumping guy that's always you're going to hell and you play cards, you're going to hell, you're on Facebook, I've never been that guy. But y'all tell me, because I'm trying to figure it out. But it's Metaverse Church now. And I'm trying to figure out how. I know God is doing a new thing, and I know we live in a new age, and I know we got to adapt to the times. And I know that God, Jesus said you do greater works. I get all that. But metaverse church, where I create my own avatar, I put my glasses on, and I go into church virtually with a lot of other cartoon, like just like they do these video games. It's really like a video game, and that becomes my spirit. And I listen to a message. I'm trying to understand it. Maybe y'all can help me. And this later joined metaverse and got raped in the metaverse world. And by 4 people, 4 characters raped her metaverse character, and now she said she is traumatized. And I'm like, but she didn't take the glasses off. All you do is take the glasses. So I don't know. Maybe y'all help me. Because I want to be current. I want to understand. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's why I love the church. I love the physical worship. I love in-person worship. And I know we're going to have a virtual space and online ministry, and that should be the secondary. For me, if I can have church, and I've been throughout the pandemic, I've been blessed to watch people stream through, and that's worship for me. And I know I'm not, just because it's for me, it's not for everybody. But metaverse church, I don't know. Y'all talk to me about that, man. I don't know. Y'all talk to me. Don't need to feel goggles of. I don't know, man. Don't need to feel the spirit with those. Yeah, I just don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. Do you think it's okay for a white person to say the N-word? No, I don't think it's all right. No, absolutely not. And on no circumstances. So I'm just trying to figure this thing out, Tyrus. Are they moving fast? They're moving fast. Yeah, I don't know, man. I get sexless all the rest of the time. How to make it? Yeah. So I don't know. So it's like, what's that going to do to people psychologically? Social media has had an effect on us, on our young people socially. I just want to know with this metaverse thing, what is that going to do for us? Just somebody keep your mind on Jesus, yeah. But the thing about that though, Helen, is they say they're doing that in the name of Jesus. People are having metaverse church in Jesus' name. So I don't know. I try not to knock people. For me, however you get to God, so in my mind, my heart wants to say, if you can get closer to God and learn more about Jesus through metaverse, through goggles, then do it. But I just don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out, man. So y'all pray for me, and I don't know. Y'all help me figure it out. Michelle, it was my birthday blessing to you. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on. But metaverse church. So y'all be on the lookout. This is the new world. This is the new world we're going to. And they're saying by the year 2030, about 20% of people will be worshiping through metaverse. So y'all keep your eyes open on that. Y'all keep looking at that. And because it's coming. It's coming. And we're going to see more of that. Somebody said, get rid of mental institutions. I just wonder how it's going to affect people mentally. But that was just heavy for me. So thank y'all for y'all comments. It's going to evolve with or without us. We have the chance to influence the space and help to. That's good. Awareness Hill says it's going to evolve with or without us. It's on the way. Unfortunately, sometimes the church is the last new front, but the first. You're exactly right. It's coming. You're right. That was a time when people streamed, and we didn't want to stream. Is it really God? Brian, that's what I'm saying. Is it really God? Here's my problem with that, Brian. Sometimes I know we can be exposed to something, and our exposure and our experiences, sometimes we have a tendency to gauge things through our own experiences. But just because something is not for, here's my thing. I'm not a metaverse. The last video game I played was the Wii game. I knew I played the Wii in the golf with the Wii. That's when I was good with Wii and bowling. My son has this Madden. They have Madden and 2K basketball and Fortnite. I'm not. It's too complicated. I played Centipede and Pac-Man and Galaga and Atari. So I played those video games. Somebody know what I'm talking about back in the day. So I'm not that video game kind of guy. So I try not to put my experience and say, since it doesn't work for me, it can't help somebody else. But I just don't know, man. It's just a weird time. We live in some weird times, man. And somebody just said on IG, it's coming. And is there a way we could influence this thing with Christian perspective, cartoons? Is, say for instance, if our kids are playing video games, is there a way we could influence it and do something where they're playing Fortnite or shooting and stealing cars? Is there a way we could be creative to create something where our kids could use the metaverse for a way that's positive? See, that's one thing you have to think about. You know what I mean? You know, because they have games where they can steal cars and shoot and kill people on video games. So while we say let's shun it because we're not comfortable with it, the church pieces, but is there a way that we could get involved? So I just want to think about it. You know, at Super Mario, yeah. I want you to parse it and don't be so quick to. I want you to think about it. Just think about it for a moment. And even though it's uncomfortable for some of us, and may not be our thing, is there a way? You know, how much the meta police are playing. It's gonna be. It's an interesting world we're living in, man. And change is coming, no matter whether we like it or not. It's coming. And I just don't know. It's just weird, but it's coming. It's here. Metaverse is here too. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, that's a great point. Think about it. That was a time we carried Bibles to church. Now your Bible is on your phone. I remember the first time I went off on church so bad some years ago because I was preaching and everybody had their phone. This has been recent. This has been over the past 15 years. And I was preaching. I just saw everybody with the phone and I stopped the whole sermon and went off and went off and went off. Why should we compromise with the way they change? Well, let me say, I'm gonna come back to the question. I went off in church. Why y'all got these phones out? I'm preaching the Bible. Say, Pastor, we got our the Bible. We watching you on the phone. Like, Lord have mercy. People on Facebook. While I'm preaching, I got so uncomfortable because it was new, it was different. Now you got the Bible on your phone. I don't know, guys. Somebody said, why should we compromise? I'm not. See, y'all listening emotionally. I want you listening emotionally. You're not listening cognitively. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the metaverse is coming. Okay, metaverse is coming. Somebody said this is this punishment for 5 years embarrassing Kurt Franklin. That's funny. What I'm saying is the metaverse world is here. It's not going anywhere. This virtual reality world. So while it may be uncomfortable for some of us, do y'all think there's a way that we could we positively influence it? You know, I'm the person who want to be in church. I'm the guy who still has a library with books. Some of my colleagues, they don't study with books. All their study guides on the computer. I still like books. I'm old school like that. But if a young person can meet God that way, who am I to say they can't? That's all I'm trying to say. I just want to have that conversation, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think we need to find a way to be influenced in the metaverse world. That's good, Pastor Reinhardt. That's good. Because it's coming. And a lot of times we're so far behind. Still care your physical body. That's all you hear me saying. I don't want us to be, because I'm so quick. We so quick. Oh, metaverse, you're going to meta hell. Oh, metaverse, you're going to be with the meta devil. Oh, metaverse, you're going to bust the meta hell with the metaverse. Your metaverse going to take your meta hell, your meta butt. You're going to be in the meta hell for meta eternity. I'm just saying now, it's different, but I think we got to open our minds to it. But it's because metaverse could be an evangelist tool. I just want us to think about it because it's going to be here and we're going to have this conversation in 8 years, if not sooner. And we're going to be like, you know what, it may be some good things that come through metaverse. Same thing with YouTube, same thing with instruments. I don't know, but it's just making me think about it because it's different and it's new. And I don't know, man. I just don't know, man. But y'all, I don't know. It's coming, y'all. And we got ready or not. Somebody says deception in the Christian atmosphere. See, Robert says deception. I think anything can be used as deceptively. I think, when I was a boy, they didn't want you. Can you meta hoop? When I was a boy, you had people that thought drums were the devil. In my church I served now 18 years ago, we didn't have drums in the church or Hammond organ. because Pastor Shepard didn't like mechanical instruments. You got churches that believe drums or keyboards the devil. So is the drum the devil? The drum is not the devil's instrument. It's how you use it. The drum is not moral or immoral. It's amoral. So I don't know. So for me, my mind said, metaverse, this is weird. And it may not work for me. But if our young people who play these video games, if we could put a Bible app on there or something, create programmers who can create content to help them deal with depression or sadness, who are we to say? That's all I'm saying. Before y'all jump on it, because the saints, we are real quick to say, this deception, you're going to hell. I don't know. I just don't know. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. And no, we have no Hammond organ. I want you to think about it. Yeah, he did one of the roles aside. I want you to think about it before you. That's why I brought it up. Just think about it. Let it. You don't have to be so quick to respond to it. It's okay to sit with it for a minute and pray about it. And just because remember, Facebook the same thing. 15 years ago, half my Pentecostal colleagues, half my Pentecostal colleagues, y'all going to hell. You on Facebook, won't put your face in this book. And now 15 years later, everybody on Facebook. And we didn't have Facebook the past 2 years, we'd be in trouble. So I just think sometimes we're slow, but it's just weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. It's a weird world. And it's uncomfortable, right? Honestly, I don't believe this set out for good. I mean, I get that. I understand that, Tina. And we're all entitled to our perspectives. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm not telling anybody you're wrong, because you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy to your own. Y'all know me. I don't do that. I just want you to just think about it, because I think it's coming, whether we read it or not. And the kids are already on it. They already got a video. So I just don't know. I just somebody said motherboard. Yeah. Go at the old landmark, but not too far. I get it, Elizabeth. That's good, because the old landmark is good. I love the old landmark like you. But our kids did not go. Many of us want to be old landmark. They're in metaverse, right? NASA can only get outer space using cable TV. Yeah, it's the digital world doesn't create evil. That's good. Awareness is the digital world doesn't create evil. Like you said, it's all amoral. It reveals us when we feel like we can't be caught behind the keyboard. You're exactly right. Somebody said the meta. There you go with that the meta Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. Yeah. I'm pretty firm. I want to hear the choir saying to give me credit. Me too, Willie. Me too. I'm old school. Y'all know me. I'm old school, man. I like to be with the saints. I want to hear one more time. I'm glad to be in the number one more time. I want to see the mothers shake the hand. I want to see the senior choir. I want you to serve me the communion, singing it reaches to the highest mountain. That's me. But I also know you couldn't have told me 15 years ago that I'll be talking to y'all on an iPad. You couldn't have told me 20 years ago I have a smartphone. Y'all remember them big old phones in the car, bag phones? I remember when cell phones came out. I remember when the encyclopedia man would come by the house. Now you can write a whole term paper from your phone. So how God's message, that's good, yeah. God message, you're right. That's my thing. I just want y'all to think about it. You have to don't respond so quick. Just think about it, because it's here, y'all. It's here. And just like we had to adapt to Facebook and Twitter and social media and iPads and smartphones, and now they got cars. Now they got cars, man. They're saying that by the year 2035, all cars are gonna be electric. They got flying cars. We're moving next to we're in the jet. We're moving toward the Jetsons. We're leaving the Flintstones, but a lot of us are like Fred. Some of us are Fred Flintstone and Bonnie Rubble and Wilma and Dino and Bam Bam. But we're moving toward the Jetsons world, man. So I don't know, man. It's the meta building for him. Old Motorola, yeah. I want us to think about it, because just you're trying to say even if it's working. I don't know, man. Your presence give me Derek Stevenson. You going to meta hell, Derek Stevenson, go to meta hell, because you being messy on here tonight. I don't know, y'all. It's just I don't know. It's uncomfortable. It's I don't know, man. It's here. It's here. In the same way we talking about metaverse now, in 5 to 6 years, metaverse is gonna be like we're talking about barbecue. So yeah, the word of God does not need help. We'll talk. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. Y'all gonna form your opinions. I'm just telling you, it's here. It's coming. It's weird for some of us. It's a new thing, but we can act like it's not here or but it's here. It's here. And the internet. Come on, y'all remember Dot Matrix? We've come a long way technologically, and I just don't know, man. I'm not trying to just give me my old fleet. Listen, middle conference here, and I'm not trying to tell y'all what to believe. I'm not trying to tell you what to believe. I'm just telling you this is what's happening, and I was struggling with it, trying to figure it out, and I'm trying to figure this thing out in my mind, right? And just want to share it with y'all, man. It's about meta baptism pool. It's here, man. So just don't make cars they will fly. No, we're gonna have flying cars. We will see flying cars in our lifetime. Well, they're already here. Don't be surprised if in the next 20 years that you have a flying car. You know, think about it. The Tesla, that thing drives itself now. So I don't know, Martha. The world gets wiser and weaker. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Martha. It's just an interesting time, man. It's just very interesting. And I want us to think about it and have conversation with your young people. Talk to your sons, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters, because it's coming to help us figure this out. Because what I don't want to happen is the church metaverse is adapted, and we got programmers, and we so busy talking against it that maybe it could be a tool. I don't know, man. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's here. Somebody said metafish. It's coming. But that woman said she went to. We have church 6 feet up. Listen, this woman says she got on metaverse, so it's just a weird thing, man. So let me get out of this because it's got my mind kind of going all over the place. But thank y'all for indulging me, man. The bit of fun will be going. It's a metaverse world. Think about getting up in the morning on Sundays, put on your glasses and your earphones, and you got your own character that you created, and you worship in a video game. You worship, that's your worship when you pay your tithes. You never go to a building. You see other people. It's just weird, man. You're right, Zeke. We have hologram concerts now. It's exactly right. Yeah, somebody said racism finds itself in the metaverse world too, man. They have driving semi-trucks. Yeah. It's already happening, man. This guy, Amazon, they're trying to deliver your packages to your house by drone. Think about that. Where they can put a drone to drop your package at your house. It's deep, man. It's deep. It's deep. Meta Sunday School. We're living in a deep time. Money will be in carry. Yeah, it's a deep time, guys. So I'm just trying to. It's just meta. Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. So all right, let's laugh. But that was a good conversation. I want to share. Where do the tithes go? The tithes go to the virtual church. Yeah, Cherie. It's crazy, man. And I just want to have a conversation before we end up being behind by 2030, like, what is metaverse? We lost again, and we're always catching up. So let's kind of think about it because it's here. It's not going nowhere. It's already here. So we got at least be trying to think ahead to serve the present age. That's a hymn we should sing, to serve the present age. My calling to fulfill. It's coming. So all right, y'all ready to laugh? Okay, thank y'all for indulging. Y'all ready to laugh? That's a deep conversation, right? My brother would never get his license. We go drive there. Yeah, I know it. Appreciate you, Doc. Yeah, I stand with Brian for me too. We'll have that would indicate the meta Miami Dolphins, the meta NFL. Got top 5 funniest videos. Y'all ready? Let's go. The 5 funniest videos, and this is not metaverse. This is Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, IG, Twitter. Y'all ready? We got 5 funny videos. Let's start with number 5. Let's go. Number 5.
Money. But God gave me this song. Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by. I need to get by. God gave me this song. Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by. In the morning, he's all to get by. He's all money. But God gave me this song. Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by. I need to get by. In the morning, he's all to get by. I need he's all money. But God gave me this song.
Listen.
Jesus is
Listen.
all.
See, okay.
Jesus is.
This is why. Yes. Let me tell you something. See, this is why they got the metaverse. This is exactly. I wonder this gonna be the. Do y'all think this gonna be the metaverse? Do y'all think this gonna be in the metaverse? This is exactly why they created the metaverse. And y'all hear the people sad. Go ahead, sad. Doc saying that thing, ain't it? Doc sound good though. All right. Okay. That's gonna be the anthem in the metaverse. Jesus is all I need to get by. When we get to the when y'all get to the metaverse, that's gonna be the first song y'all sing when y'all get to the metaverse. All right, let's go number 4. With number 4, with the fourth funny video of the week. Let's go number 4. Y'all ready? Let's go number 4. One thing about our people gonna push you too. They gonna push you, man. And that's a good word now in the metaverse. Jesus is all you need to get by in the metaverse. Y'all ready? Let's go to number 4. With number 4, let's go to number 4 right quick. One more time. One more time.
Hallelujah. We got different ways to praise God.
Go down. He went straight crush groove on us, didn't he? He took it back to crush groove. See, this is why they go in the metaverse. This is why they go in the metaverse. This is why we go in the metaverse. This is why we go in the metaverse. Y'all ready? Let's go to the third funny video. Y'all ready? Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, IG Live, everybody. Y'all ready? Here's number three. Number three. Third funniest video of the week. Let's go number three. Let's go. What's number three? Let's go to it. Come on, dance machine. He's a dance machine. Gotta get down, gotta get down. Shoot, 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 shoot. Dance machine. Come on, Mike. Come on, y'all put your hand together for Metal Mike. Man, they just had the Janet Jackson documentary. He should have been on Janet Jackson control video. I twisted shot. Sam Blake. Sam Blake, is he from New Orleans? Bishop Sam Blake, is he from New Orleans? Have you seen him on Bourbon Street? I think he on Bourbon Street. On Canal. I think he on the corner of Canal and Bourbon, Sam Blake. Sam Blake. This is what's going on in metaverse. On in Your ass in Minnesota. On in metaverse. Little Rich at church. Meditate. Go ahead, Metal Mike. Go ahead, Metal Mike. He will help. Y'all will help him. This is why we go in the metaverse. This is why we go in the metaverse. Go ahead, Metal Mike. This is why we go. This is why they got metaverse. This is why. Either we got to get back to church in a hurry, or we gonna be going to metaverse. Come on, Jimmy. I feel good. Know that I'm good now. I feel good. You know that I'm good. So good. So good. I got you. Ah! Come on, Metal Mike. Come on, man. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. What the matter? Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. What the matter? Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. What the matter? Don't stop. Come on here. Little y'all. So good. So good. I got you. All right. Let's go number 2. This is number 2.
And I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised that here I've been serving for. That here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, 'cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a long, And I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Gotta lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give.
First of all, whoever sent that, you going to metal hell tonight for 5 seconds. Whoever sent that video, you are going to meta hell tonight for 5 seconds. You got
I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Gotta lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Gotta lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised.
what in the anointed Marvel comic books going on? What? Can y'all help me? I done heard about the Lord using a whale for Jonah. I done seen the Lord send a ram and a lamb to Abraham. I seen him send a bush for Moses. I seen Jesus ask for a donkey. He made a donkey talk for Balaam. Deer pant for the water brook. The rooster crowed for Peter. The animals on the ark for Noah. But Spider-Man Spider-Man got the Holy Ghost. Spider-Man don't want oil. He put a web on your head. This is why I'm going. I'm going to metaverse. Y'all stay with Spider-Man. I'm going. Y'all can keep the anointed Marvel. We're gonna have now Batman Board of Deacons, Wonder Woman Mother's Board. What's that? Spider had that. Somebody said Spider had that metal CBD on. Spider-Man had some cannabis for yeah. But Jesus did say, if these should hold their peace, I'll make Spider-Man do a book dance right at the altar. Oh. Marvel not, you must be born again. He caught me just in time. He caught me. My life was webbed by the spider. He came along and took me higher. Spider-Man's in town. He giving sight to the blind. I gotta let y'all go. Oh, somebody say, Sam Blaze and Spider-Man will get a hamstring. This one I'm going to metaverse. It's marvelous. What a wonderful web he spun. Marvelous. Marvelous. My uniform. Marvelous. My red and blue. Marvelous. The mask on my head. Marvelous. Webs in my hand. Marvelous. What a wonderful day. The itsy bitsy spider went up to the altar. Spider showed up. And all we had to call him. Oh, God. All right. Let's go number one. I'm going to metaverse. This is it. I can't take no more. He saw the web. Well lifted me. I was sinking. Said I'm wrapped up, tied up, tangled up, inspired. Said I'm wrapped up. All right, y'all. I gotta go to metaverse, man. I'm done. I'm done with y'all, man. I'm just. All right, got one more. Whoever's sitting these, you're going to hear. You're going to hear for 5 seconds in metaverse. You're going to meta here tonight. 5 seconds. All right, this is the #1 funnest video of the week for Metaverse Church of God, AMA Baptist, Full Gospel Apostolic Word of Faith Incorporated.
One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life. One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life.
Spider-Man! We need Spider-Man. What in the Spider-Man? And he laughing.
One preacher said, it's kind of funny. He said, if it's too big for your mouth, it's too big for your hands. Some of us just need a bigger mouth. You need to open up that mouth and start proclaiming God's promises over your life.
I wonder why y'all make him #1. I wonder what put him in his mindset. There wasn't no Holy Ghost in there. That wasn't right now, preacher. That didn't come out right. Huh? What's he talking about? That didn't. Now you can. Illustrations are good, but we're going too far with the illustration. Come on now, that ain't. I wonder who did praise and worship for him tonight. Somebody.
Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much. Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much.
One more time.
Give him your praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much.
Y'all, what's Spider-Man? So, just one more time. Just one more time.
Give him
This
your
last time.
praise. Give him your worship. Don't hold back anything. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. Come on, tell him how much.
I open my mouth to the Lord and I won't turn back. I will go. Open my mouth to the Lord. Listen, y'all. y'all, y'all, y'all can stay here. I gotta go to metaverse, man. I can't do it with y'all tonight. Did y'all laugh tonight? Did you enjoy yourself tonight? Did, did y'all enjoy yourself tonight? Did y'all have a good time? Y'all, let me know if y'all laughed. Did y'all laugh in it? I hope you laughed. Did y'all laugh? Did y'all laugh? Did y'all laugh tonight? Y'all enjoy yourself? All right. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself tonight. It was a great night, great commentary. I enjoyed y'all immensely. Share this link with somebody. Y'all can go back and watch it tomorrow if you have time. And have a great weekend. We made it to the first weekend in February. And I pray that y'all had a great... Spider-Man, come on, Spider. They want Spider-Man one more time. Can we do Spider-Man one more time? Can you go back to number 2 right quick? They want to see Spider one more time. Oh, my God.
If you got it, let me see your hands. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hand. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hand. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that here I've been serving for. Got it, lift your hand, let me see. I've been praying for a long, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hand. Help me do it. I've been praying for a...
Listen, y'all, I'm done. My head is hurt, man. Oh, my God. Thank y'all. Whoever sent those in, thank you. Y'all have blessed my night tonight. Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, IG Live, Twitter, all the websites. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great week. Hope y'all laugh tonight some. Hope y'all get some rest tonight, man, and have a great weekend. And whoever sent those videos in, you got to go to Metal Hill for 2 seconds. Y'all have a great night. Go to worship somewhere Sunday. Have a powerful day of worship. And as always, remember this. If you'll be good to God, God will be good to you. Until next time, peace and love. I love y'all. Have a good one. Peace. Love y'all. Have a great weekend.